Ready. All right, we in there. Yes, indeed. All right, yeah, we're live now. Looks like we live. Let me put this over here real quick. Welcome everybody. What's going on? Everybody that's watching me from everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. Let me get some things out the way real quick. Move this out the way. What's good, everyone? What's good? We're gonna get started here in just a few shakes of a rattlesnake's tail. All right. Welcome, and welcome. Let me look at something real quick. This is Norwood Brands. All right, yeah, looks like we good here. Yeah, we got people watching a little bit. That's what's up. Welcome to Norwood Brands, the home of How To University, the home of Survive and Protect, the home of Thoughts of the Week podcast, the home of Thoughts of a Black Man, the home of what else we got? The home of Black History Minute, the home of the Presidential News Brief, the home of What's the 411 News, the home of Pandemic News Report, and the home of many other brands. All right. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna get into this app I was working on. You might have watched the video last night, right? You watched the video last night. Let me see something here. Okay. That's when it covered the whole thing. So let me pull this up. Okay, we're right there. That's good. Let's pull this up here. Last night, or maybe early in the morning, I was working on my version of a to-do list app. All right. Let me click on this real quick. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, there you go. Very interesting match. So I was working on my to-do list app, my calendar to-do list app. All right. Every now and then I use the Google Calendar, and I use another app that's like a to-do list calendar app. And neither one of them, the way I like to work with calendar apps is I don't like to always put everything in a scheduled time block. Sometimes I just want to list the to-dos for that day, have a checkbox near it, click it off, click the checkbox once I do something and move on to the next thing. And actually, for me personally, and that might be for a lot of you, I'm sure there's other people like myself in this regard. You want to write down your list and you start knocking them out for whatever you have listed for that day. And you actually get a lot done without having to be always put in a time slot. All right. Some things I want in a time slot per se, or I can have it for Google Calendar's sake anyway. I will put things like appointments and stuff like that, put it in a time slot. Some people work directly just on time frame, and that's it. But just over the years, I used Google Calendar for a long time. And it's worked for me. I accustomed myself to putting everything in a time block, right? As much as possible. A lot of things, actually, especially in the profession I was in, you had to put everything because you had to go do this. This had to occur. Then you had to go over here and do this at one time. And so it really helped out. But as time went on and I retired from my profession that I was in, it got to the point where I didn't want to be so time constrained, time restricted, if you will. But I still had things I wanted to do. There's still things that needed to be done, and I still needed a system to where it can get done. So, fast forward all the way into now, technology is getting crazy, AI is getting crazy. And so now there are tools now that will help you create something that you can fashion and design on your own and for your own particular situation. And let me just check something real quick. Let me make sure stuff is I'm being heard. I'm hopefully is the what's going on with this. Now this is crazy. Hold on. Let me make sure the audio is going through. Come on now. Now that is going crazy. Let me try another route. Let me try another direction real quick. Let me see here. We're there. So let's see if that's working. Yep. Now that is going crazy. All right. So yeah, the audio is good. We good. We're good on audio. I just wanted to make sure on a particular channel what's going on with this. Let me go on and reset this phone and then come back to it. But far as I know, the audio's working. I can see on my screen that the audio's registering. I just want to make sure on one particular channel that the audio is working. Let me look at something else real quick. Okay, we good there. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is there a big delay? Okay, yeah, there we go. I see it. All right. I'm also on Instagram, by the way, too. So let me see what we got here. All right. Shout out to y'all on How To University. Appreciate y'all. So I'm on a couple of YouTube channels, a couple of X or Twitter channels, Instagram, and Facebook. So shout out to everybody watching me on YouTube on How To University. It's been a while. I'm just giving y'all a demonstration for those who watch me on How To University. After it's done, if it's something that you want to learn how to do, then put it in the comments, and I'll be recording video and creating a video class on how to do it. And so if you're interested in it, if you put it in the comments, I'm trying to see how I can fix that up, because I want to give those who actually participate. I think I still can do it. If you put it in the comments after you see what I'm doing and you're interested in wanting to know how to do it, after I put the video class together, I'm gonna put in the comments, or I'm gonna respond to each individual that comments that they interested in wanting to put something in the effect of you wanting to learn how to do this. If you put that in there, I'm going to respond to each individual person after I record it. Each individual person that put in the comments that you're interested in wanting to learn this, I'm going to give you a discount code. Even if others get it, and the discount code is and I'm gonna tell you how long it'll last and stuff like that once I get the class done and recorded and ready for you guys to learn. Other people might come in there and see it, but I can't think of no other way to do it. Unless here it is. Here's what you do. And that still can be, you still can end up sharing it, but that's cool because I'm only gonna let the discount code last but so long. Let me see what you got. It seems like somebody's put a comment in here. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up? What's up? There goes my daughter. Hey. So I'm gonna give you a discount code. Matter of fact, let me put this in the what you call it. Y'all email me, man. Where am I at? I have to use this one. I'm gonna have to change this, but I'm gonna put the email address. This is where you can email me. Email me at this email address right here on. All right. And if you're interested in wanting to learn how to do this, I will put the class together and a theme song. I had to do it the next time. I wanted to get on here because I was so excited to showing everybody that I was able to put an app together. It's not in the Google stores for anybody to purchase, but eventually I will put it in there. But like I said, I used to use Google Calendar for a long time, and then I got to the point as the years gone by to where I didn't like everything in the time slot all the time. And I noticed that I would get a lot more done. Well, I actually got a lot done when I used the Google Calendar, but as the years gone by, it wasn't overwhelming. So overwhelming wasn't the word. I don't know if just too much could be the word. Maybe that could be the word you can say, but either way, it just got to where the point that I was just tired of putting everything in a time slot all the time. I didn't want to feel that restriction of time. I got to do this at this time. And then if you don't make it, then you kind of feel a certain way. So I didn't want to do that. So I was trying to find some other apps. I ran into an app that was a calendar app, and it was like in a to-do list style. And I was playing with that for a while. I was like, I like this better because I could just list the to-dos. And I just noticed that I can just check off the boxes, and I actually got a lot more done. If I put to do whatever to-dos I needed to do for that day, I'll put it in. And I got a lot knocked out for some reason. So I was like, well, and it felt more relaxing. I was more relaxed. Didn't feel too tense about it. So I said, yeah, let me work with this. And for a while, I was going back and forth with Google and this to-do list calendar app, back and forth, because there were some features I liked about that, and I liked about this one. And the fact that certain things need to be in a time slot, like you might have doctor's appointments and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, I might put that in the Google Calendar, but then I would mess with the to-do list calendar app, and I was getting stuff done. So fast forward, that was some years back. The to-do list app, calendar app I was using was more recent years, but Google Calendar was using for quite some time. Fast forward, technology done popped up, done snapped in, done hit everybody in the head. And so yeah, it's challenging. It's kind of draining. I think for me, the word would be draining. And maybe for others, the word will be draining. Yeah, I think that's the word for it. Yes, sir. And so yeah, the word is draining, I think, for me. It's just kind of so, but I've noticed with the to-do list calendar app, I was rocking. I still was getting stuff done. Just hit the box, go to the next one. Hit the box, go to the next one. So fast forward, we here, boom, boom, bap, and technology is in the place. And so I ran into some technology and was able to come up and create an app. It's actually ready to use. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to give family members an opportunity to play around with it, because even if it's not in any of the app stores, I still can give y'all a link and y'all can put it on your phone and y'all can play around and use it. That's what's so cool about this. I can still use it even if it's not in the app store. I can use it because it's actually a real app. And so, boom, it's just not in the store, in the Google store, so you can download it to your phone and use it. But it still can be used because I can send you a test link and you can have it in there for as long as you want. You can play around with it and everything. So there you go. Okay. Pop lock dance sequence. Okay. Okay. And so, yeah, let's get into it. All right. Let me show you this on the screen. All right. And what I'm going to also do, I have a Google Doc here because I started thinking about there's some things I want to add, I want to change about it. And so we're going to do that in real time. All right. We're going to do that in real time here. And so let me pull that up. norwoodbrands@gmail.com. If you are wanting to learn how to do this right here, then let me know. Email me saying something along the lines like you want to learn how to make your own app. And I will put a video. I'm going to do it anyway. But if you send me a message, hip hop started out in the park. do. Oh man. And so if you're interested, then yeah, send an email to me. And like I said, I'm going to put the class together, video class, and you just can go on and take the class, learn how to do it, and you can be up and running. I get rave reviews about my teaching style. If y'all go to How To University on YouTube, you'll see a lot of comments under some of the videos, especially the one where I show people how to make their Kindle book using the Google Docs. If you go under that video, I don't know how many comments is under there, but a lot of people enjoy the way I teach. They say I make it real simple to understand and learn. So that's kind of been my style. All right. So when you take the video class to learn how to do this, you're going to get that same type of style, and you're going to figure out like, man, he made it so easy to understand. And I made my app in 2 seconds flat. All right. So yeah, there you go. I'll put the email back up in a little bit, in a few shakes of a rattlesnake's tail. And and so let's get into it. All right. Again, we on Instagram, a couple of my Twitter pages, a couple of my Facebook channels, and a couple of my YouTube channels and one Facebook page. All right. And anybody who's going to catch it in the stories, they'll be able to come and watch as well. If you go on my personal Facebook stories, which is connected to my Instagram account as well, they'll be able to click the little button or to click the little thing where it says click to watch here. You click that, it'll take you to the video. Whether you catch me live or not, it's going to take you there. So let's pull this up. I'm going to hide this vertical thing right now because I'm actually watching myself in vertical form and horizontal because Instagram is vertical. And so I'm watching, so people watch me there. So I'm just seeing what I'm looking like from there. I'm going to move that out the way. You won't see it or none of that, what I'm doing in the background here. And let's put, where are we at? Let's pull this on the screen. I think I'm going to have to remove this. Let me see. No, that's weird. Hold on. That is very odd. There we go. All right, there we go. So I'm going to put this on the screen and I'm going to play around with it so you can see what it does so far. And then I'm going to make some changes. Let me see. Should I put myself on the bottom? There I go. There I go. There I go. There I go. All right. So there it is. There's my app. It's fully functional. It's just not in the stores. All right. Here's what it can do so far. I can drag and change the positions of any of the to-dos. You guys see the calendar showing from week for week. I see something already where I'm going to need to have changed because I need to be able to scroll backwards and forwards from one week to the next. So that's going to be another change. Let me type that down real quick on this list on my Google Doc so I don't forget it. Let me see here. All right. Be able to change or scroll. Be able to scroll from week to week, unless on the app. Okay, on the app. All right. So I put that down so I don't forget. And so, yeah, so one thing you can do is definitely move things around. That's cool. That's pretty dope. What else here while we on this thing here? What the other app did not have that I wanted. And so I said, well, I'm taking advantage of the technology that can do it. I'm going to make mines with it. And that you can add subtask to anything you have here. Your main task. All right. So here's the main task. Get relatives to beta test this app. These are some sample stuff I put up here. So then I could click on the subtask. All right. And that could be reach out to family members. Let me see. Who might be interested in checking out the app. All right. Boom. And then there's another subtask under that. I could do something else. Do a private live stream with family members only. All right. That can be another one. Boom. So you got those two things, those two tasks go under there. And then what's so cool, so it don't look so cluttered, I can just hit this thing, get up there now. There you go. Computer's moving so slow. But I can do that, right? And then the thing goes up, but it lets me know I have two subtasks undone. And so that's another cool thing that you can do. Because I wanted something where sometimes I have a task and I might want to break things down and just work step by step on certain things. You know what I'm saying? And so it has that in there. Okay. Let me see. Yep. So that's the thing. Yes, indeed. So yeah, so that's what I could do there. Also, let me see what else we got here. Of course, you can add a brand new task. You click add a task, and let me see, complete live stream. All right. That's a new task. Let me see something if it's going to do what I'm thinking. Okay, I don't know. I think I remember trying to tell the AI what I wanted, but I see, oh, maybe it's doing what I wanted. Hold on. Yeah, it could be doing what I wanted actually. So there you go. You can add a task. You can add subtasks to it. Let me see what the buttons do. I always forget what they all do. So now I can also, when I hit these three dots, I can hit where star, if it's any of these tasks, whatever is important, I might decide that this is important right here, complete live stream. And anything that I hit that I put a star next to, if it's on the bottom or anywhere that is not on top, it immediately goes to the top. That's how I wanted it to do. So not only that you say it is important because you put a star next to it, it'll automatically shoot to the top of the list. All right. I think what I'm going to add, I think I put it on my list of things I want to change. I'm not sure that I'll make it like a choice if you want it to go to the top or you just want to make it star. All right. So you can do that. What else? When you hit the three dots, you can move it to another day or you can move it to the master list. Now, that's another thing. Let's talk about the master list. Okay. I've also created for this app a master list. You can put things on a master list in case you don't want to put anything on a day to day. And the master list I made it for is for you to you might have things you think in a month or 2, 3 months, maybe a next year that you might be thinking you wanting to do or you got planned. You can just put it in the master list. You don't have to put it down in the whatever day, or you don't have to put it, put the calendar to another date and time and then put it on that day. You could just put it in the master list. How do you access that? You hit this gear up top and there you go. The word master list comes up and the settings come up. So you just click on master list and it'll take you from off that screen with the days of the week in your list and you put everything there. I just put some sample stuff in here. One was to plan a trip overseas. All right, that's the sample, and I put some subtasks. And then you can add some more things on the master list. Let me see. Plan your economic forum, for example, next year. I'll put the year. Just another sample. So you can do that. Boom. Now let's say you got a whole, you can make as much, you can make the list as long as you need. When you're done, you just hit that up top here and it goes back to the calendar. All right. So those are some of the things you can do. Oh, the calendar thing, I also, let me see what it does. Okay, you can pull up the calendar so you can go and choose. I see another thing I think I want to be able to do. Let me put that on the list. Whether we get it all done today, I'm not going to stay here super long because I don't want to be here 2 or 3 hours and you watching me for 2 or 3 hours. Some of y'all might, some of y'all won't. I just want to kind of go through a few things, show a few things, and then be out. Let me see. All right. So what I put on my list of things I want changed or, added is that this section right here. Let me make sure it's showing on y'all screen. Yep, it's showing. So that section right there, I want to be able to go to, hit that little calendar icon on the top right, and then where it says the year 2026, I want to be able to click on that. And then there maybe is a drop down of different years and go to that year right away. And same thing for the month. Maybe click on that and pick a month and then pick the year. So that's one of the changes I want to do with that. Okay. So yeah, there we go with that. And so with that being said, let's work on some changes here. I'm gonna go through a few of them. So let me just move that out the way. And let me go in and let's get for some changes here. And what's very interesting is now with all this technology, some people had to deal with developers to create the actual app. And going back and forth could take months with the person. And that will never stop. Like if you wanted me to develop an app for you, I can put it in. I can show you a image of it, what it looks like. I can give you the link and you can be on your phone and test it out, see what you like, you don't like. You could send me an email in real time, like, hey, I like this, but can you make it do this? And then I'll go in, make the changes, send you back an email. Hey, this is done. Check it out. So on and so forth, right? And it won't take so many months. Sometimes with some people, years or long months, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months, 2 or 3 years to get one app right. I can do this in real time, just about any time, right? And get it to the way you like it. And then you could be off and running with it. And you want me to maintenance it, manage it, meaning that if you have some changes or some things you want to add or remove, and you always get in touch with me by email, then I'll go in there and make those changes. All right. Some of you just want to learn how to do it yourself. That's what the video class is going to be doing. And so with that being said, let me rock a few changes real quick. All right. Let me just see something real fast here. Let me see what's going on. All right, everything is good. Cool. So yeah, let me go ahead and look at my list and see what I want to change here. Okay, let's do this one. Hold on. All right. I want to change the default color to maroon. You see this kind of purplish, bluish, or lavender-ish color. I want to change that because I like the color maroon. I like the way it hits on this app. Whoop, 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 whoop. So what I'm doing right now, I want the app to have like a theme color change. Let me see, where's the other one at? Customize the theme system. And let me see. I was thinking of 3 colors originally. I had it for 3 colors. I think I'm gonna change. I'm gonna think. Then I was thinking, let's have it 2 colors for now: maroon and yellow. And then I was thinking maybe 3. So let me leave it to 2 colors for right now, and I might change it to 3. All right. So I want to make some changes in the settings. Okay. So what I'm going to change it is to maroon and yellow. Let me see here. I'm going to do something real quick in the settings. What do you call it? Let me see. We got this. Boom. All right, you got that. Boom. And customize the theme system from light to be a customized theme system. And the choices are light or dark. Okay. And let's do that for right now. Because you already seen what it looks like, right? And so I want things to change. And then let you see what the new one looks like. Let's see what happens here. It's doing its thing. It's changing. Let me see. Let me pull it up. All right. Let me pull that up here. Let me put that back on the screen, man. So y'all can see in real time, man. Let's see what happens in real time. Let's see what happens in real time, y'all. I wonder if I put this like this. Let me see something. Let me see. All right. There you go. Boom. Now that's what I like right there. Real time. That's what I like right there. So yeah, so there you go. And so in the setting, let's see if it does what I wanted. I wanted to have in the settings. Let's click on settings. There it is. So the accent color, there's two choices. You can choose maroon or you could choose yellow. I might change the color. I definitely gonna keep maroon because I like mine. I want mine to be maroon, my screen personally. But then there's yellow. I might make two more colors down the road. If y'all got some suggestions, again, go ahead. And by the way, here's the settings, everything in the settings right now. Of course, you have the theme is dark or light. Let me click on light so you can see what that looks like real quick. All right, so that's what it looks like if you want your screen to be light for your app, right? I'm going to go back and click dark there. Go back into the settings. I'm going to click dark. Boom. All right. And let's exit back out of there. So yeah, that's what I want mine to look like. I like that look myself personally. Now, what I want to do also is I want to have Sunday and Saturday also be highlighted in maroon or the theme color, whatever person chooses. So let's do that. All right. Let's do that real quick. Okay. Cool. All right, boom. So I'm getting ready to show y'all this. I'm also going to have it theme the Saturday and Sunday changed as well. Okay. So hopefully it will do that. Let's see what happens. It's working, it's doing its thing. All right, boom, there you go. All right, so it did one thing. I don't want the numbers to be, I just want the day. So we're gonna have to make a change on that real quick. All right. So let's make some changes. All right, there we go. So again, we're gonna make some changes. All right. So I just want the Saturday and the Sunday to be in the theme color. but not the numbers. So it should change the numbers back to white. And just there you go. You just did it just then. And the Sunday and the Saturday are to stay the theme color. Now I'm wondering if I need to, well, the yellow will stick out when it comes to if someone uses yellow. I might just leave it like it is. I'm not get too detailed with it. All right. And so there we go. There's the changes there. So let's work on a couple of other changes and let's see what happens. All right, I did that. Let me check that box off. Okay. There's another thing I wanted to do. Where was it at there? Where's my list? All right, there we go. Let me knock that off. I also want this to be able to, a person to be able to use it on their cell phone, tablet, or laptop. Because there's times I might want to be on my laptop and I want to be able to pull this up. And I also want it to sync. All right, so let's do those next. Okay. Let's do those changes. All right, so what I put down is I wanted people to be able to use it, access it from their laptop, from their tablet, if they're using a tablet, from their cell phone. And I want everything to be synced. So if you use it on your phone, which I probably need to be detailed about that. All right. So what I have is I also want them to be able to access it from their cell phone, tablet, or laptop. And I want it to sync amongst all the devices. So if they started off using it from their phone and they sit down at a laptop later on and they pull it up from their laptop, all the information that they had on their phone will show up on the laptop version. All right. So let's see what happens with that. Let's see if it's even able to do that. Okay. All right, cool. So it's already telling me that good news. This already works with no changes needed. So it's already set up to be synced, and you can use it on your from your laptop, your cell phone, your tablet. So it says your app's task, subtask settings are stored in the cloud database tied to your account, not on the device. As long as someone logs into the same account on their phone, tablet or laptop, anything they add on one device will automatically show up on the others. It's already fully responsive and synced across all screen sizes. That's what's dope. As a matter of fact, let me pull this up. All right. So you can actually see it in real time. Okay. So this is the cell phone version or cell phone mode. All right. This is what it will look like from your laptop. And let me see if it's doing, if it'll do the, and there's the tablet. All right. So yeah. All right. That's what I'm talking about. And back to cell phone. So that's dope. That's pretty dope. Okay, the week. Yeah, that's something about that I need to change. Okay. So we're gonna work on that next. What it is that I want to be able to I want people to be able to then I wonder if that's what the calendar icon is for though. I want people to be able to scroll from 1 week All right, so I wanted to be able the person to scroll their fingers across the days of the week and scroll it from 1 week to the next. And yeah, excuse me there. Let's see. It's probably going to change it. Let's see what happens. It's probably going to change it. We're going to see here. It looks like it's working. Yep. I guess it's going to work to. I hear the little bell ringing. All right. Oh, there we go. So okay, yeah. It made it possible with the two little arrow things. Let's test it out. All right, so I should be able to click on this arrow or this arrow to go prior week where there was nothing playing there to this week or to the next week, or I can keep on scrolling out or scrolling back. So it actually did it for me. Okay, there we go. Made it very possible. There it is. All right, so yeah, let me check on the list again here. Let's see what where we at on time. Like I said, I don't want to keep y'all too long. We got under an hour, so we'll maybe do a couple of more real quick. All right, let's see. That might do that one later. So, hmm. Oh, okay. I don't know if I might do that later too. All right, let's do this one. For every task or subtask, a person can set the reminders. Let's do that. So it can remind them. All right. Okay. So what I want next is I want people to be able to, let me make sure, let me check something out real quick. All right, cool. So what I want people to be able to do with this app is to be able to take any one of these tasks or subtasks, right? And they can click something on the side of it and they can set a reminder, day and time reminder. And let me add some details to that. A date and time reminder, and this will also pop up. Let me see. All right. And so I have it to where people can set a reminder for any task or subtask. And it could be a date and time that they can set the reminder to remind them about a particular task they need to do, get done. Let me see if it's going to allow that. First off, let me see. Let me see. Okay, it looks like it's working. Okay, it's still working. All right, cool. It's thinking, it's working, it's figuring it out. So letting it do its thing. It's trying to figure some things out here. Excuse me. All right. So it's doing its thing. It's working on the process of making it possible to set a reminder for task and subtask where you can put a date and time. Hey, remind you to do this subtask for this day and this time. All right. So I think it's still working, it's doing its thing, it's figuring things out, how to get that done, how to make that possible. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it's editing some code. So it's doing its thing. So we'll make that the last thing for today. But there's some other things I have on my list that I think I wanted to do and work on. There's one more thing I think I want to do. Yeah, there you go. It's working now. You guys can probably see. There's the bell. I don't know if you heard the bell or not, but then it's saying it's loading. So it's definitely making it possible to be able to put a date and time reminder for anything on your to-do list, as well as any subtask of the main task. It looks like it's got that done. So, oh yeah, there's one more thing that I wanted to do in regards to the Saturday and Sunday. I just wanted to all right. So what I wanted to do is just to make those the Saturday and Sunday words easier to kind of see. I just want it to be the letters to be outlined in white so it can be seen a little easier. All right. So it's thinking and it's doing its thing. It's working on it right now. So we're going to see if it actually goes ahead and does that. It looks like it's going to be doing it. We'll see what it looks like. Ah, they put it. Now, what is going on with this thing? Now, that's not what I wanted. All right, let's make some changes. It can be changed. So what I'm wanting to do is to keep the maroon look. Oh no, it does. Yeah, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look too good. So it does. It looks kind of weird looking. So I just told it to go ahead and change it back to the way it was. Just kind of deal with it. And then, if worse come to worse, I just have it, turn the letters back to its the color it's supposed to be. All right. So you get ready to see in real time. It changed everything back the way it was. Yep, it's working on it right now. And yeah. Okay. There we go. So it's back to how I had it. It looks better that way. Because part of it is also looks. So I'm gonna keep it how I want it to look. And that's pretty much it, man. I'm gonna leave it at that. I wanted y'all to see a little demonstration in real time. I wanted y'all to see that you can actually make apps now. You don't have to wait months on end. You don't have to hire a developer. You can do this yourself, or you can have, sometimes you might be running companies. You don't have time to be putting the apps together, and you don't have time to be monitoring any changes. And so you might want to hire somebody like me to do that. I can do that for you as well. So, with that being said, let me put this on the screen again. If you guys want to learn how to do this, email me. All right. norwoodbrands@gmail.com. saying that you're interested in wanting to learn how to create your own app, I will put a class together. I'm going to put a class together anyway. I have one class, one or two classes before this one that I'm putting together. This will definitely be in the top 3. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna use my own app to put that on the list and get that cracking. So there's a live class I'm doing next month, in the middle of the month. I could probably start doing the class, creating a video class for this. And I'm also creating another video class on a whole different topic on relationships. And so I'm going to be doing those. So if you want to learn how to create your own app, all right, I just showed you. For those who might be catching this, if you're watching live, I'm getting ready to get off live, but you can watch the video back and see what I was doing. And if you want to learn how to create your own app, send the email, norwoodbrands@gmail.com. And just for you sending the email saying you're interested in wanting to learn how to do this, I'm going to give you a discount code. So you won't have to pay the regular price for the class. You'll get a nice discount for sure. All right. It'll be a nice discount compared to what the this video class will cost. All right. It's not going to be super expensive, but it's not going to be cheap either. But you'll get the discount of it will be nice. If you decide to email me at norwoodbrands@gmail.com. And once the class is ready, I'll send you an email back saying, hey, the class is available. Here's the discount code. Use the discount code at the checkout and you'll get a cheaper price. And the discount code, once I send it out, I'm only going to have it last but so long. You're not going to be able to use it forever, but you'll be able to use it. You have some time to use it, put it that way. But after a while, it will expire and you will get the email saying that. So make sure you read the email, because I don't want no excuses later saying, hey, you sent this. And it's also going to be in the description of this class. And I might even put in the description, if you send an email to me, I'll give you the discount code. And then at some point, I'm going to stop putting that in the description and it's just going to stay the regular price. All right. So I appreciate y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments about what you've seen today. What do you think about this? Do you think this is something you will want? Do you think you will want to use my app, this calendar app, how I have it situated? Of course, I have some other things I want to do with it. Some other things some features I wanted to have. But I'm also thinking that I want it to be subscription based. And if you want to have it for a lifetime access, then you'd be able to pay one price. And the price is kind of just to remove ads, because with the subscription, I don't know what price I'm going to price it for a subscription. It's not going to be too expensive, but it's also going to have ads because it's going to be because I created the app. And if you learn how to create the app, you can put your own ads in the app. All right. And so it's going to have ads of my other things that I have going on that you could be interested in. So you might just want to pay the monthly subscription price because you might be interested in the actual ads. All right. Or the promos. So y'all let me know what you think about this app. Would it be something you would use? Or is it something you would change? What you would want it to do? Other features you would want it to have? Put it in the comments, all right? And let me know what you think about that, okay? So with that being said, this is Norwood Brands. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. And if you happen to be watching me on, well, I already put the email out, so we don't even do that. I'm gonna put it out again one more time, real quick. If you want to learn how to do this yourself, there's the email address. All right. Once the class is done, once I'm done with the class, right, and it's completed, then I will send you an email back giving you the discount code to take the class. All right. Like I said, I have 2 other classes I will be putting together, and this will be the 3rd class. I might be able to put some pieces of the class together in between time, in the meantime. And but if you want to learn how to do this and make your own app, send me the email to Norwood Brands. And once the class is completed and is ready for you to watch and learn, I will send the email back to you with a discount code so you can purchase it at a discount. So put in the email somewhere, app class for the subject part, and then just write something like, I would be interested in learning how to create an app. All right. Something that's simple, then I'll know who's who and what they want to know, don't want to know. All right. And if you're interested, if you got a business you're running and you want me to create an app for you and manage the app for you, and you just, whenever you want changes made, you just want to let me know, then we'll work something out. You can also send me an email as well, and we'll see what we can work out. All right. With that being said, this is Norwood Brands, and I'm out of here, y'all. Peace, one love, and I'm gone. All right. Take care. Stay hydrated and all of that good stuff. All right. Peace.